Okay, on the bench today we have a Sega Game Gear. Picked this one up at a local auction for quite a good price. Externally it's in good condition. I know that it does power on because there was batteries in it at the auction. So it does switch on. So I think first thing is I'm going to stick a game in. Sonic Chaos, and I'll just hook it up to my bench supply. Before I do that, the battery compartments are actually very clean. No signs of any corrosion there, so I'm pretty confident. It should power up, hopefully. Not tried it yet. Right. Okay. Don't seem to have any audio. The game is loading. By the looks of it. And the screen's just pretty much vertical lines. No, actually there is audio, but it's very low. There's no way the microphone's going to pick that up. I'm barely able to hear it when it was against my ear there. Right. Okay, well we'll have a capacitor kit there. Hopefully that'll fix the audio issue. So first things first, let's get it apart. What do I need? A game bit. Take these off because the screws inside the battery compartments. What's that? Yeah, it's surprisingly clean inside there, and they pretty much look new. Of course it could be that previous owners replaced them, but there's just no signs of any kind of corrosion for leaking batteries. So that's maybe just a console that's been cared for. Yeah, that's very clean. Let's pop these off. And the speaker. That's something on the metal there. Sure what that is. Right. Okay, so I think the first thing is I'll get the power board and the audio board removed. 4 screws to take this shield off first. Glasses on so I can see what I'm doing. We've got a screw there and a screw there. The head of the screw actually looks like it's maybe got some slight corrosion there. You can see that. This one seems fine, but that one actually sits right next to the two electrolytic capacitors there, both of which will be getting replaced. It could be there's been a bit of leakage there. Not that I'm actually seeing any. So that's that. This one, yeah, again, two screws. Shield has to come off. Aside. Right. Well, we know the power board's working, but I will be replacing the three capacitors anyway. But the rest of it certainly, it all looks in good condition, and I'll definitely be replacing these ones and see if we can get some audio back. Let's get the main board out. Reading we got on the little speaker. 9 ohms there. So it's intact. So we can assume it's something on the audio board that's stopping that working. Right. Let's give the board a little check. Seems like original plastic film, a wee bit left there. Clean before they go back in. That's just a little bit of dust. Well, we're not seeing any signs of corrosion anywhere. So I think the next stage is going to be removing all the the capacitors and getting them replaced. Got the capacitor kit. Right, so let's get these old ones out. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'll show one as an example of how I plan on removing the rest of them. And then I can just whiz through the rest. But basically I'm going to get underneath, crack the glue. That's just basically just a plastic cover for the capacitor. So I'll just add a little bit of flux, and I should be able to desolder this. And there we go. Off in one go. And I don't think there's been any leakage there. I'll give it a little clean up. Certainly everything seems to be clean enough. There's no corrosion on those pads, they're nice and shiny. And the red stuff you see is just the glue that held the outer plastic part of the capacitor's cover. Alright, so I'm just going to whiz through these, get them all off, and then we can see about getting the new ones installed. Okay, that's them all. That's them all off. I think some of them may have been starting to leak. Some of the pads are looking a little bit on the crusty side. So what I'll do is I'll clean them all up, put fresh solder on them all, and then we can get the replacement ones installed. So we'll start with a good scrub. Using isopropyl alcohol just to give the area a good clean. Definitely use a little bit of flux on these. And some fresh solder. Decided to do a wee test on one of the capacitors that we pulled. It's a 22, it's coming up as 27. ESR 8.8 ohms, so that's way too high. So clearly these are, they were definitely needing replaced, which is normal of course, with the age of the system. Right, so all these ones are out. I've just got to and give these areas a little clean, get the flux off. And then get the new ones installed. Now the ones that are going in are polarised, which is kind of handy. Less chance of making a mistake when putting them inside the machine. They're all just surface mount caps on the main board anyway. Right, that should be fine. Right, let's get the new ones installed. Right, okay, we're going to start with two 100 microfarad caps. Right, let's get these first two in. Move that across a little. Okay, that's the first one in. Right, that's all the capacitors replaced on the main board. So I'll put that aside and we'll on to the audio board next. So we have we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 capacitors needing done on this. I'll zoom in a little. Right, let's get these old ones off. Just try and lift them one side at a time. That one. Hopefully without burning my fingers. I think there may be a few issues there. I'm going to have to add a bit of flux, I think, to get this one. Turn the iron up slightly. There we go. It's definitely a bit. You'll see there, there's definitely been a bit of leakage for that one. You can see the corrosion on both pins of the capacitor there. Oh, not happy with how that came off there. I hope that isn't ripped up bad. If there's any pad left, of course. Let's see if I'll take a bit of solder. That one is, but this one gone. Maybe a bit of patchwork needed there. Clean that up and have a better look. There may be some pad left underneath. There's certainly a fair bit of damage done with the leaky cap. Right. See if I'll take a bit of solder now. Right. So there was a fair bit of leakage from at least 3 of those capacitors. The pads are taking solder now. Just add a little bit of flux. Another quick scrub. Right, so we need 5 100 microfarad capacitors for this board. 2, 3, 4 and 5. So on. No, I'm not too fussy if they're perfectly straight. A good connection's what matters. One more. Right, they're all in, secured, and it'll be fine. Got a little bit of contact cleaner. And the port, and yeah, just work that back and forward, and stick a jack in and out just to make sure that's nice and clean. That'll eventually just evaporate, so I'll just leave that aside just now. And the next one is power board, and we'll get that done. And this one's actually just direct replacements for the electrolytics that are in it. And the last one. Helps if you're in the right place. Right, okay, that's that one done. So get it all back in the chassis. I'll give it another quick test. Turn on the bench supply. And switch on. Okay, that's definitely corrected the audio issue, I think. Okay, that's fine. Didn't think of that lined up properly. But all I'm seeing is a few vertical lines on the screen. So let's switch it back off. Right, well, I've just spent the last 10-15 minutes applying heat where the screen's bonded, and I was getting bits of picture back across the screen, but I don't think it's ever going to fully recover, so that's kind of pointless at this stage. As for the rest of it, certainly the recap made an obvious difference to the audio, because that's now working fine. The games certainly appear to be working fine. I pressed the start button, I was able to see the change in the background of the Sonic game. So I would say it's been successful for the point of view of the board working, the audio, power, everything's working fine. So what I think I will do with this one, because it is in really nice condition, is I'm going to order the replacement, the LCD screen upgrade, and I'll make a video of that once it arrives. So I think that's that for this one. So if you liked this video, please click the like button. You want to see more like it, then please subscribe and hit the notification bell icon so you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Right, thanks for watching. Cheers.